Welcome back already to the Summit 2 by G2A.com China Playoffs. I'm Gods, joining me is Winter, and we've got game number 2 between LGD and Newbee. Newbee getting crushed by Asila Lycan in game number 1, and surprise, surprise, Winter, our good friend the Lycanthrope has been banned out in game 2.
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I was muted. Why would
That's
you
right.
think it's a surprise? Hero is good. Good hero.
Yeah, so I don't think many people will be caught out by that one. So see what LGD go instead. It's not their only game plan as far as winning games. They go for the Centaur plus Skywrath Mage this time around. So no Ancient Apparition with the Centaur, but the more standard Skywrath duo.
Yeah, and this time it's LGD on Dire, so it's probably the better scenario to actually ban, not let it through.
Yeah. So Newbee get the Bat Rider for their off lane. Well, most likely their off lane. Rabbit is, I would say, at this time, one of the best Bat Rider players out there. He plays an insanely good Bat Rider.
Yeah, I think Bat Rider is one of the few good ways of dealing with the Stampede. Like Chronosphere and Lasso. Doesn't matter if you have 5-2-2 moveset.
Yeah. One of the heroes which we're seeing get banned out both these games, the Faceless Void. This hero's not being banned or really picked that much by the Western teams. Like watching Cloud9 versus Secret, I remember I was talking with like K-Poptosis and was like, yeah, Void isn't really picked up, he fell off a lot, but the Chinese teams are still first banning him.
I think it depends on who you're facing. Like for example, maybe if you're facing EG, you're more likely to ban the Void or the Jug hero. Maybe it depends on who you're playing, I guess.
Okay. Oh.
Some teams play it better, or some teams don't really like to play it.
Yeah, I think game 1 it was LGD who banned the Void, so they took turns banning the Void here.
I mean, he's still a very solid hero.
Yes.
He basically does the same job as before. It's just not as easy for him to do it.
And especially these teams who always pick like the Skywrath, Ancient Apparition as their support. So there's always that synergy there between the supports and the Faceless Void.
Yeah, and you talk about at the current meta, your picks have to be flexible. The heroes you pick up could, at best, go to any lane, and it's easy for your drafter to actually think of something else later. Like for example, if you open up with something that can only go for the middle lane, then you're basically stuck there, and you don't want to be in that situation. So Void is like, I can go anywhere. You can even go middle lane if it's a melee versus melee matchup. He has fantastic base damage.
Newbee, one of the main teams who've done the mid Void. Like they've even put him mid against ranged heroes. I've seen Newbee send a Void mid against a Viper, and Moo did pretty well against the Viper on Faceless Void. So not a team who's afraid to.
Did he receive any help? That's actually quite a tough lane for him.
No, he got pulled Tangos and went Poor Man's Shield, and then bought some more Tangos. He didn't receive help until he hit level 6, from what I remember. Like when he hit level 6, immediate supports ganked and got a kill on the Viper.
I think those style of games you must have a Mirana on your team or something.
Yeah,
okay,
I think I can't. This was like 2 or 3 months ago. I just remember them sending Void against Viper, and it went just fine. Like it was kind of funny.
And the current game, LGD has a very typical Centaur draft with a lot of burst, Sunstrike, Mystic Flare.
And Yao plays a pretty good Invoker, so most likely see him on the Invoker. Although
Invoker is also another hero. You can go basically anywhere. Okay, maybe not the off lane. You don't really want to go to the off lane, but middle and safe lane.
Quaswex Invoker, you go boots first and just, I don't know.
Boots first.
Ghost Walk and Tornado people when you have to run away. I don't know.
I remember someone said anything is possible.
Yep. Hey, Invoker used to be played off lane a little bit. Like, at least, I don't know, you may have to go back quite a ways, but I remember for a while teams would run Invoker offlane. You've played Invoker offlane before, haven't you?
Yeah, but that was like
TI2 era.
Yeah, TI2 era. It was very long ago.
Yeah. Back when it was like you would only go Quaswex. Like Exo Invoker didn't exist back then during the TI2 era.
It did exist in TI2. Only Zenith played Exo Invoker.
Yeah, that's right. I remember him being complexity.
You remember that hook shot and the spirits chasing IX Mike Leech.
Yeah. Man, his Invoker play knocked out Complexity from that tournament. That was some impressive stuff. But LGD pick up the Vengeful Spirit as their second support. A good support to have against the Batrider. And also just gives them a lot of good aggressive potential with this Skywrath and
Yeah,
Vengeful Spirit.
definitely. Venge and Skywrath, a lot of killing potential early on. And it's very good synergy with their lineup. They want to be aggressive early, utilizing the Sunstrike, making space for like the Centaur to farm when your two supports are running around with so much, so much threat against the enemy because of the Sunstrike. The enemy team just has to play safe and your lanes become much more comfortable to stand in.
Yep. Well, we'll see Newbee pick up their fourth hero. They've banned out like silo heroes basically. The Lycan, the Naga, the Morphling. Void is more in July's hero for the offlane, but they're mostly targeting silo with these bans.
I remember I saw an image where someone literally banned out RTZ.
Yeah.
It looks something like this, except maybe there's no Void, there's something else. I can't remember what hero was that.
No. What other silo hero would you ban? The Anti-Mage, I guess, but that was banned by LGD.
Lone Druid.
Yeah, Lone Druid.
Maybe no Lone Druid for the current patch.
I wonder what do you think LGD want to pick here with their last hero? Something like
I think they're gonna put Syla on the Invoker, and then they're gonna put instead of Yao, if they want to do safe laning Invoker, and very aggressive tri-lane with the Venge, Centaur and Sky Mage, and Centaur will be handled by in July, so the last hero will probably be Yao hero. That might happen. Because I've seen them adjust when they are playing strats like this.
Yeah.
Either if you go Quaspex Invoker, Syla plays it, or even Exort, Syla plays it.
I haven't seen Syla play Invoker for a while myself, but
Yeah.
he definitely used to with the old like Vici Gaming team.
Yeah, the old team, not the current team.
Yeah. I would lean more towards Yao on the Invoker, just with this team, but I'm not entirely sure. Weaver's still in the pool if you want that standard safe lane farmer.
I think Weaver is really a really good option against the Lifestealer. Weaver is a very good counter to him.
Yeah, they ban it again though. Once again, where it's all about the Weaver, last ban Weaver. The other option is you put the Centaur safe lane. Like you could still go for the fast blink on the Centaur, but
yeah, I'm thinking one hero. If you do that, you put Syla on the off lane Prophet.
Yeah, I feel like you definitely need that other like semi carry. Like Prophet sure he's off lane, but
and he offers global presence, which synergizes with their Sunstrike Invoker.
I like that idea.
Yeah, but he's gonna be, I mean, it synergizes with their idea of the draft, but at the same time, he's gonna be easy pickings for the bat.
Razor.
Razor. That hero.
Good. I mean, early on,
aggressive tri-lane for sure.
Yeah, they did it last game as well. So LGD one of the few teams not afraid to go for the offensive tri-lanes. Like most of these Chinese teams prefer just to play defensively, use their pulls, but
yeah, but I think once you see like their lineup, Lifestealer, there's double melee. You have a melee support, a melee core, and it screams to you that let's go punish them. And Razor is generally a natural counter for Lifestealer.
The Mu TA comes out though. TA versus Invoker.
Good matchup.
Maybe do you even put Sylar mid and just say let's not send Invoker there, or do you need him too badly for the tri lane?
Yeah, possibly. You want to adjust I think if you're LGD right now, you want to adjust your lanes so that you get the maximum advantage on your lanes. You get better lanes because your two supports are definitely going to do really well, no matter if you're laning against the Centaur or you're laning with the Razor. So I think for them it doesn't really matter who goes with the tri lane, but they want good 1v1 matchups on the other two lanes.
Yeah, they could just tri lane the Centaur like they did the Tide last game. So.
Yeah, I think that would actually be the better choice since you can actually, like you mentioned, put the Razor against the TA instead of Invoker TA, and you can have Invoker versus Batrider, which is also a favorable matchup for him. I mean, it's good. The Batrider can still farm, but at least it's better than Invoker versus TA middle.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Look at Yao's items. He's actually going to get items for middle lane.
Hold on, I'm trying to change my minimap. Do you know what's the console command for the minimap hero size?
Are you asking me? I'm not a console person. I can look it up.
Know. Here we go.
You need to ask Ryan.
I'm on point. I figured it out. I'm a console warrior.
The only command I use is range indicator 0. So you have the arrow.
Yep. Yeah. Alright, well we'll get ourselves into game number 2. Newbee versus LGD. And it is LGD leading 1-0. Offensive trial looks to be the Razor down here though. So they are going to keep the Invoker mid in that slight mismatch, but This just means their offensive trialing can
This
destroy the
also
lifestealer.
the thing is also this means Gods top lane Bat Rider versus Centaur is not easy for the Centaur. That's for sure.
Okay. And Bat went boots first, so we'll see how things work out there. Could look to get very aggressive on in July.
And look at who is on the hill.
Oh yeah, it's Mr. Ogre Magi. He loves this hill. He won't be scouting out many smoke ganks this time around though, as...
No, he's going to be the one making the ganks, not scouting the ganks.
Boots first! We've got our boots first support. Alright.
Commended.
Yep.
Approved by Mr. David Parker.
I like it. A hero like Mirana can buy everything.
Yeah, he's basically, I can take care of everything. I just
Does
need to
not
shoot
need
arrows.
any items at the start, and they're going to get the D-ward here as well.
Wow, that's huge, because they're going to roam the Ogre and the Mirana, so that's a huge pickup, getting the ward.
They don't have to smoke as much. I mean, they don't have a smoke right now, and DD Rune is there. Yao at mid does need to be a little bit careful, but we'll see what the plan's going to be here. So let me get my good 2 sounds back up.
He's going to be under a lot of pressure without that river ward.
They may go for first blood at bottom lane with this double damage.
Are they smoking? No, they're just going to walk all the way there.
Yeah.
And Venge is scouted by the ward, running towards middle, because LGD thinks that they're going to try and kill the Invoker, so they're sending support middle, and instead they're going bottom.
Oh, yeah, he's maybe thinking there's a smoke gank or something coming their way, but this is a nice move. This time around, Newbee, the early rotations.
Look at top
lane. Oh, they've
lane
been
as well.
spotted, I think?
Look at top lane, the Centaur's playing so safe. Okay, they're going to see them right now.
They saw the gank coming. TP out. Oh, no stun!
Oh, that's close.
This dire ward actually saw them coming because it sees across the river.
Oh yeah, that was actually their early warnings alarm.
Wow. Barely escapes there. Skyreth though does use a TP. Also TP'd back to base, which wasn't needed. He looks like he wants to maybe go top.
Yeah, and top lane it becomes a Lifestealer versus Centaur. This is a very favorable matchup for Lifestealer. Very favorable.
That's where Skyreth is coming up here to help out a little bit, or at least to maybe do some pulls and try and get this wave back as much as possible. So this will help the center a little bit. So early lane swaps coming from Newbee with Batrider going bottom, Lifestealer going top.
Look at the middle lane though. That's looking pretty ugly for the Invoker. It's getting old.
Where's this Invoker? Yeah, 3 and 2 CS. Not fun, Yao. This is one of Invoker's worst matchups. Possibly maybe his actual worst matchup.
I think this is... Yeah, I can't think of anything that's worse than this. Maybe OD, but OD is... I don't think he loses to OD then. I mean, maybe
He's the Forward Spirit, but Arrow bottom lane going to miss as Sansheng tried to set up with a Fire Blast, so... It's a tri-lane versus dual lane down here now, but... Rabbit on the Batrider, not the scariest of tri-lane heroes.
Yeah, and the Razor already has boots and he's gonna pop level 3 I think. The lane is still fine, he can still farm, take last hits in the lane at bottom, and on the contrary, Lifestealer is getting the most CS from the whole map.
And he's on the off lane against the dual lane at the moment, so... I mean, some of that was before Skyreth got here, but it's still good stuff coming from him.
Yeah, he already used his Salve though to actually tank all the nuke from the
Venge is doing something cheeky though, stacking Ancients from the tower with Hal.
Yeah, that's also another thing you can do with Venge at the current patch. That's pretty good for them. But they had a tight the last game. This game they don't have anyone that can actually do the Ancients that easily. Apart from the Razor's ultimate.
Yeah. It's, even just if it's like a double or triple stack for like the Razor ulti, maybe the Forward Spirits come into play.
Yeah, they need to commit a lot of resources to do Ancients if they want to.
It's not like a #1 priority, it's more just like, oh, we're 30 minutes in the game, we farmed out our jungle, let's just take these Ancients maybe. Mid lane, Yao, still getting beat down on CS, 17 CS, 10 denies.
He's having a really rough time.
Mu actually got aggressive there looking for this Forward Spirit kill and got punished. The Forward Spirit expired as well.
I actually think that I was thinking he might actually just try with that Sunstrike. Would have gotten the kill if he actually hit, maybe. There was a chance.
Mu would have seen him invoke it and probably could have dodged it pretty easily, but it's possible. Main problem for Yao is that would have been his entire mana pool, so then he wouldn't have Cold Snap to use Cold Snap defensively, which may be a bigger priority right now. But TA bottles up a rune and is back to full HP now.
I think I have some problems here, I need to turn on my stuff again. Sorry.
Oh, in Dota TV?
Yeah.
I can hear you fine. You're fine on the stream, but maybe some Dota TV problemos going on.
Because I disconnected just now.
Yep. Alright. Well, one of the things you can do if you're watching in Dota TV is try switch to a different channel, then switch back to our channel. Sometimes that helps fix some of the little problems and bugs that occur there. We'll see the bottom lane. Ogre Magi actually being allocated some farm here as Batrider kind of swings back to the jungle. Farms up a neutral stack or two, and they're going to go in bottom lane. Sylar, well, he gets stunned here, but it's the other way. The kill's going to go into Shansheng with the help of the Sunstrike, the Plasma Field. One more right click. Is it there? It's going to come from the Arcane Bolt. Down goes the Ogre Magi to start things off here. Rabbit's in all sorts of trouble as well. What was he thinking?
Wow. Why was he running in at them?
And Razor has 7 Tangos, 6 Magic Stick charges. Sylar's going to be back to full HP and a pretty decent mana pool as well in no time at all.
Middle lane. Oh, is he going to go for the dive?
This is Mu Dota for you, although he's actually not getting the kill off of this, so that's actually maybe a bit of a not mistake, but it does force Yao back to Fountain there.
Yeah, he's gonna further extend his creep score lead after this even.
Invoker does have 15 CS, so it's not the worst for Yao, but
yeah, it's gonna drop even further behind right now since he needs to go back.
Yeah. All right. Well, TA at mid, bottle crowing it looks like, and in comes the Invoker. He's gonna go for a kill here. Mu, can they burn his refraction? Time the Sunstrike lands, and they get the kill. Nicely played.
That was a really nice time, Sunstrike.
Yeah.
They managed to break all the refraction just in time.
That was really nice little kill there. Mu was not ready for that one, and he knew Faith was there, and the Invoker was just TPing back in as well. And now the rune, he just got greedy. Like, he knew his bottle was coming out. He knew a rune was about to spawn, so he's like, okay, I'll heal it with my bottle, then I'll grab a rune. But he should have just been more defensive.
And Yao didn't even fully heal, and he knew they could have actually got the kill. There was a chance of opening there, and he just TP'd as soon as possible. And here comes the Banshee.
Wow, they silence up Hao, and the Ancient Seal can help secure this kill. That's a big kill to be getting on that top CSer of the game. The Lifesteal had 38 CS, you get a kill on him, and that's going to slow him down a bit. Also help your center out, get him towards that Blink Dagger. Meanwhile, mid lane, they get a kill on the Invoker. That's a Mirana coming in. I imagine a trap into an arrow. I didn't actually see whether the arrow landed or not, but chances are it did.
Yeah, you know what happened. You know the drill.
Yep.
Hit arrow, easy kill. But looking at the other lanes as well, Centaur's Blink Dagger would be crucial. He's not too far off compared to the last game where the Centaur, played by Rabbit, had a hard time getting his Blink.
Yeah. So it seems Rabbit as well as July maybe going to get blinked at a similar time. How going to dodge the hoof stomp with a rage? Nicely played. Still not going to be an easy kill. Fire Blast going to come once more, and Hao, he wants his kill. He infests, dodges the stun, and gets the kill. Well played, Hao. He is definitely one of the more formidable lifesteal players, and he's not done. He wants this kill on Faith. He's got to slow in 2 seconds, and Faith is going to be chased down by the Phase Boots lifesteal. He can't juke this one. The arrow going to be going in for good measure, although it's not needed, and maybe just apply some vision as Hao will get another kill out of that one.
Middle lane as well. Are they going to try and kill him?
Mu is going to get silenced up, but he doesn't have a refraction on as well. Yao going to miss the Sunstrike. Pops a Deafening Blast. Now Mu wants to kill. He's going to go into the tower. He's got a full refraction here. Decides against it with the TP from the Razor. Still a victory for Mu. He forces out a lot of rotations. Will get a rune here to heal himself fully back up. And Razor TP's mid when he wasn't really needed.
I wouldn't say it wasn't really needed, but
yeah.
I think if he didn't TP, they would have definitely dived it.
Yep.
He doesn't have a choice to do that.
His TP saves the Invoker, but it's on a TP he wants to make.
Yeah, but you are forced to make, I would say.
Alright, well, Hao just so aggressive on this lifesteal. He's going to TP himself down bottom lane. Has 1600 gold, so possible Midas coming out. We often see these kind of later Midases, but we'll have to see if that's going to be the case or if he just completes his drums first and goes from there. It looks like he may just be considering the Midas.
Yeah, I think he is one of the few players, if you notice his play, he always likes to have a bracer, and he doesn't make a drum. No matter what hero he plays, he just likes to have that bracer on him.
I've seen him, he always gets the Phase Boots before like the Midas as well, just so he can be aggressive, zone out offlaners and go for those kills. It's never like, let's get Brown Boots Midas. It's always Phase Boots, and then you get the Midas later on. And as you said, often the drum.
Brown Boots Midas reminds me of someone. Actually, a couple of people. I think the fastest I've ever seen was Loda playing Gyro. He actually bought a Gloves of Haze at level 1.
Oh, yeah.
And he got like a 3-minute Midas, even without boots.
it's nice, but I always feel like you just miss out on so much zoning potential without the boots. But we'll see Hauger King at bottom lane. We'll have Rage in a second. Gets stunned up. Hoof Stomp as well. He couldn't get far enough away.
He bought something. He bought something. What did he buy?
Midas. He bought the full Midas actually, and a Clarity.
So he didn't really lose too much gold from that.
That's right. It is, I mean, still like, decent gold going the way of LGD. They get like an 800 net worth swing. He still lost 230 gold. But he'll pick up the Midas, probably just go straight maybe to one of these big camps to Midas a big creep. Unless he wants to TP out to a lane. But right now, for Newbee...
I think he might actually just Midas and go look for the bat, for the infest.
Yeah. Blink is up. They know there's blinkers up though. Bat's showing himself on the map. Centaur going to dodge an arrow at bottom lane, and Batrider was moving forward as well, looking for that kill maybe.
Yeah, looking at the other heroes, Centaur's blink I thought would have actually come a lot faster than this though.
Yeah. He got that. It was that kill at top lane when Lifestealer killed him, and then since then he respawned and hasn't really found too much farm or anywhere to go. He's down bottom, but this is not exactly the safest of lanes to be in. Although Newbee...
Yeah, he really needs to find somewhere though. Either he goes... But there's nowhere. I'm looking at the map. There's no jungle. Top lane's occupied. And middle lane is dangerous.
You called it. Here's the Infest smoke gang from Rabbit. Where to, Captain?
I think they would want to... Ideally, the best choice is to kill the Centaur to stop the blink from coming up. That would be like the best case scenario. Either the Centaur or the Invoker.
Yeah.
Razor is not so important now.
Like, Razor, killing the Invoker who's already been shut down a bit to crush, and they're going to find the Razor though, so it's still not a bad kill to be getting. And Stampede being used, that's not going to save him. Bottom lane, maybe looking for some aggression. Nope, Sanching's just fine, he's level 6.
He just tried so that maybe by a glimmer of hope that at the end of the lasso he might actually be able to run out.
Not the case. So it is a kill on the Razor, which is still a... I mean, it's the most farmed here on the Newbee side, but on the LGD side, but like you said, the Centaur with his Blink, the Invoker, who's already been shut down, killing him again would just be crippling almost, so... Killing a hero who's already doing okay, but we'll see what Newbee can make of it. How going to keep on farming at the top lane, and right now they just seem happy to kind of split farm the map right now on the Newbee side.
Yeah, and Razor is saving up a lot of cash, so... I'm thinking, why is he saving up? Like, you usually don't save up so much as Razor because you try to get as many small items to help fight as a Razor. Like Point Booster, Drums, Aquila. I don't know if he's actually considering getting a Midas though, it'd be weird.
Do you think it'd be a good Midas? It doesn't...
I'm not sure though, because I don't really play Razor a lot in this situation. I'm not sure what is the best.
It feels like he maybe just needs to be the one, like, going... Like, your Invoker wants to catch up with his Midas. Maybe Razor even just going for drums or something seems okay.
He just bought something.
He's going mech, okay. I don't see that much Razor mech.
Yeah, he probably was considering something else. Otherwise, he wouldn't have saved his money for such a long time. Maybe
mech will help against the armor against the TA, the Lifestealer. Like, this is...
I mean, the Axe would provide the same as well. Like, it makes sure that you can carry the game. If you're getting a mech at this stage and you're not having such a smooth game, it means that your Razor would be more towards utility side instead of how RTZ builds him as like a super carry Razor.
Alright. We'll see Newbee. They've got Lasso back up. They could go for another Infest gank if they want to. Have walked into an Observer Ward down here, but that's just how who's kind of showing himself.
Yeah, this is the first Blink gank from the Centaur. They would really want this to work.
They'd love to get this Lifestealer. But how's playing safe?
To be safe, I mean, to be fair, Centaur is not the easiest, initiator for a Lifestealer.
Yeah, if you're
so
fast, it's going to be fine. And they're going to Moonlight Shadow down bottom lane. They're going to dodge this Observer Ward, and...
Oh, do they have sentries?
They're going to run right into Injuly here.
Dear.
This is so bad.
Sentry just expired.
Who's he going to lasso? It's going to go on the Invoker first. Yow's the main target here. Rabbit going to take a ton of damage. Actually gets swapped there. They're going to lose the Vengeful Fruit and the Invoker. And the chase is on. Arrow hits MMY. It's an absolute bloody disaster. LGD going to lose all 5 most likely. Injuly goes down to the damage over time. And Sylar stunned up. Flame break back. It's a 5-man wipe at the bottom lane.
That was such... the moment the smoke break, the sentry expired and they had to place... They needed some time to place the other sentry because I think they didn't even realize the sentry expired and they were like, wait, we don't have a sentry here.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
It was just perfect from Newbee. Like, they didn't actually know this was warded, but they Moonlight Shadowed past the ward into a smoke as well. So LGD are like, oh, our smoke just broke. Where are they?
LGD were like, okay, we have a sentry here. We're just gonna be here.
Yeah.
And then the sentry expired at the last moment. What luck, man. That was just...
Everything that could go wrong went wrong for LGD, and
Uh,
I mean, some of it was luck, some of it was just really good decision making from Newbee. Like to Moonlight Shadow past that ward, they obviously have a pretty good idea that there's quite commonly like an observer ward somewhere in this area around here. So it's well played by Newbee, but yeah, LGD, even with a sentry ward, I think that fight still goes really bad for them.
yeah, probably, but at least they would have seen it coming. But without the sentry, if you don't see anything, you're gonna lose head on.
Yeah.
But you mentioned just now, everything that could go wrong goes wrong. Is that Murphy's Law? Do you call that Murphy's Law?
Murphy's Law is slightly different, I think. Murphy's Law is...
Oh, here comes the lasso. Okay.
No. Oh, Style up, bottom lane. Yeah, arrow. Gonna dodge that one with the help of the Stampede, and... Alright, Lasso not gonna find too much. Hal actually the target here has no rage, infest into the Batrider. Nice little escape there as he comes out. And it looks like Newbee gonna get out scot-free. So...
Yeah, and they wasted, they used a lasso and stampede cooldown similar, so I think everyone's fine with that.
Alright. No, I think you're right. That is Murphy's Law, Winter. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to call you out. You're absolutely right.
I just watched a movie.
No.
I thought I was right.
Your prowess of the English language far exceeds mine.
Oh, I just got lucky with that because I just watched that movie, and they keep mentioning Murphy's Law.
All right, well, Moo on his TA has a Mithril Hammer. Normally goes for the BKB. Like he normally goes for the safer items. Like gets the Deso after the BKB, but with how well Newbee are doing, he may just consider going for the Desolator first.
Yeah, I think BKB is like not to say bad item, but because he's having such a good game, getting a Deso would mean that he's gonna roll them over. I think that would be a better choice. And he could even like go rush with the Lifestealer with the Desolator. I mean, he could even do it now though if he wants to.
Yeah. All right. Well, 1800 gold. We'll see what he gets in a bit. Batrider gets his 4 stuff, so this is a pretty handy thing to have when looking to engage. Especially if you lasso someone like the Razor when you get purged by his unstable current. Having the 4 stuff to get out of there is pretty important. So. LGD are just getting pummeled right now.
Moonlight Shadow, no sentry.
Ooh, Rabbit at mid. He's gonna scout out Yao, and there's your 4 staff back into the waiting arms of Hal. Does have a Stampede, okay. That'll get him out of there. Oh, swap on Hal! He's good infest. What can he get into? Absolutely nothing. Silence up. Rabbit gonna go down as well. Great turnaround from LGD. In July taking a lot of damage in the Firefly. Now the Ogre shows up with a multicast. In July, ignite. Oh, that's painful.
What luck, man. What luck.
Murphy's Law continues to go against LGD. Although they got the 2 kills. That was nice. That was just by good play and good reactors there. Arrow going to go flying through. Narrowly misses Yao there. They thread the needle. Moo going to show up. They're going to stun up Sylar here. No swap available, so Sylar could be in a bit of trouble if he's not careful, but still keeping himself fairly healthy here.
They tried to kill with... I was actually surprised they didn't bring another extra stunner there for that lasso. Instead, only the Lifestealer came.
Yeah. And with the Stampede, like the Lifestealer, the Centaur's working really well against this Lifesteal with the Stampede. You need that.
Yeah, he's very good with people that only have slow.
Yeah. He needed that Ogre Magi or someone there for his skill plays.
He needed the Ogre Magi for that ding ding, as LD would say.
Alright. Tier 1 tower mid still being sieged here. As Lasso has come back up. Nice and short cooldown on the Batrider ultimate. As they are missing the Lifestealer who's poised at bottom lane. Doesn't actually have a TP scroll as well, so this is just a 4-man Newbee squad. And there's your BKB on TA. So
he's gonna run towards middle, so
yep.
He's gonna join his team momentarily. And LGD wants to send the Razor bottom to push out the wave. So Newbee has like a few moments, I guess, that they have one more extra man here in middle lane.
This will be a tough hold for LGD. They might just want to let this Tier 1 tower go. Fighting into a BKB TA and a 5-man Newbee squad doesn't seem in their best interest right now.
Yeah, I think even though they have the swap for the lasso, it's not a good position for them to take a fight here.
Yeah. Newbee, are they considering Roshan? Yes, they are.
Double damage TA.
Yeah, double damage TA. It's pretty obvious, of course. They just cleared the Observer, which was right by the Roshan pit, and for LGD, it's really hard to fight into this one. If they smoke and, hey, guess what? Newbee aren't in Roshan, they just wasted a smoke. And if they don't do something like smoke, guess what? Rabbit's going to pick them off with ease. And they're going to Moonlight Shadow.
Moonlight. Sentry? They don't have a sentry. No
Dear.
sentry. No dust. Nothing.
I think that's where LGD are like, screw it, we can't contest Roshan, we have no detection right now. There is money for Faith to buy dust, but you need sentries, really. Alright, we scout things out. Necrobook's going to see them, everyone in Roshan, but it's probably too late. The damage has been done. We're going to clear the Necrobooks and then finish off Roshan. Stampede forward. Can they stop this Roshan? Newbee going to maybe keep on going. What's the plan here? They got it to side. How taking a lot of damage. There we go. They get the Aegis on a Hal's Lifestealer. He's going to go in nice and low on HP, so he could just bait this one out. They get the kill on the Razor and move on to Faith here. And the Centaur Stampede saves Faith's life for a little bit longer, as it will be with the BKB up. They've only lost the Lifestealer Aegis as well as the Batrider so far. In July gets cleared and the chase is on. Sansheng wants this Skywrath Mage. Will not be able to keep up with him, but it's a good victory for Newbee around the Roshan pit.
Yeah, I think there was like a bit of indecisiveness. Like, they were thinking like, should we go in, should we go in? And the Centaur was like, he clicked his Stampede and he just backed off. Like his team probably like, no, we can't, we are too far. And then
oh my gosh!
What?
What?
Did he just turn his armlet off?
Yep. Got earned, turned armlet off, Ancients, zap. What a game of throws. We first the Tidehunter Ravage last game and now yeah, I don't know.
The Tidehunter was forgivable because it was like nobody saw it, right?
The Tidehunter one was okay because like maybe you're typing or it's like a misclick. That one wasn't a misclick. That one was just how toggling his arm. I think he toggled his armlet off on purpose, but I don't know. That's not been the most perfect game from these teams. I mean, I think overall the strategy's been really good and like it's been nice to watch, but a few really unorthodox misplays like that.
I mean, it happens though. We're all humans.
Yeah. Just doesn't normally happen to the team that won TI4.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah. So all of you guys down in your low MMR games, including myself, we can now feel better when we make those kind of fuck-ups.
Don't start about MMR games.
That's a sensitive topic for you. Well, I'm gonna see.
Nobody's happy.
All I'm saying is when your teammate messes up, sometimes just give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's just made a bit of. Maybe he just pulled a Hal, and for all you know, that teammate of yours who just airballed his Ravage, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, he could be playing at TI.
All right, that's a fair reason. Accepted.
Alright, Newbee, what's the plan from here? They're gonna shoot some arrows at mid lane. Do they need? I mean, do you feel like they need to apply any pressure, or can they just sit back, farm it up, and win in the late game?
I think the late game, on paper, for like it's more like they have a solid late gamer, but LGD's semi-cores are actually gonna do a lot of counter towards Lifestealer. Wow. It's gonna be in trouble. Yeah. Rage.
Test out. Okay. Farm the Necrobooks as well. Actually, it looked really bad for Hal, but then it turns out he just gets 400 gold from killing Necrobooks. Oh, well, 200 gold from just the one Necrobook. Okay.
Midas. It's like a Midas. It's like you just Midas something. 200 gold.
It was a nice attempt from LGD. Mid lane, they're going to find MMY and easy pickings for Team Newbee. So Lifestealer just tanky enough to survive a two-man gank from Centaur Invoker.
He's going for Maelstrom actually this game.
What do you think of that? Your common Lifestealer item.
I'm thinking on their lineup. Maybe the purpose is because of their lineup. They needed someone to push lanes quickly, and Lifestealer doesn't push that quickly. But you have Bat, but Bat wants to be hiding and just waiting for opportunity to gank all the time, and doesn't want to show himself in the lane. And TA, okay, with Sideblades you do push fast, so.
And he doesn't need like a. It's not a game where you need a Basher or Abyssal Blade to lock down an enemy carry.
Yeah, I think it's like maybe the reasoning is just you want to push faster and farm faster, so the Bat has a lot of time under the fog. I mean in fog, and he can actually get ganks off better.
If there was like a desperate need for a Basher or an Assault Crest, you're against a lot of physical damage, maybe, but there's not that much physical damage. Like the Forward Spirit's Necrobooks will start to add up. But
you might say Bash is not needed, but if you the more you think, the more I thought about it, it's like good against Stampede though. If you have Bash.
Yeah, it's, if you have the Abyssal for sure, or even the
Yeah.
Bash can sometimes help. Get that RNG. RNG has definitely been favoring Newbee this game, and they do have Mr. RNG himself being played by Sancho.
60% is not RNG, right?
No, that's true. It's no long. You can never say like, oh, he got lucky with multicast. No.
It's like level 16 is 60%, and
Yeah.
level
If you
it's
don't
not 50.
multicast, that's getting unlucky. Works the other way around. How at top, he's picked up an Ogre Club, so possible BKB, possible Sanjin Yasha. What do you think? It's a
BKB.
great game for a BKB.
Yeah,
but he has
BKB
rage.
because there's so much stuff. I mean, they literally every single hero has.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, the other 4 heroes have stuff for him. Razor's stuff doesn't care if you're BKB or not.
Yeah, so you can rage, then you can BKB when the rage wears off, and
He's going SMY.
is he going? Oh, okay, he is going SMY.
Unless
think
he
it's fine.
change, unless he goes for Heaven's Helmet or middle lane, Mu looks to be in all sorts of trouble if he gets
Yeah,
stuck.
they get the stun. The Scarith also will put down the refraction. They're just in two
Man,
split
that
up.
was like oh, I think I know why he was there because there's this ward. It
The
sees
radiant
nothing. Yeah. Okay, I'm safe.
I don't think
But
so.
yeah, no.
Apparently not. So Newbee just, very spread around the map. A gank like that kind of hurts them, but because they're farming in so many other places, it doesn't feel like they're actually going to lose out on that much gold as a result.
Yeah, but it was TA was a big target to kill though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It still gives your enemy a lot of experience.
Absolutely. Maybe he was
Yeah.
also thinking he could fast BKB and dodge the Centaur stun if he's
Nah,
quick on his BKB.
I don't think so. I think the main reason was because of the ward there.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, there's nothing here. And suddenly, oops.
Surprise. So How hits level 16. He's farming and doing well. LGD are just like they're dragging this game. Like, do you feel they've got any kind of long-term plan here as far as winning this game goes?
I think they can't really push the end the game now, and they're on the losing end. Forcing fights at the moment is not so easy. So they have a lineup, I would say, not that bad at late game though. They are triple core. I mean, Centaur, Invoker, and the Razor still does. All these heroes actually, if you on paper does well against Lifestealer because of how
Yep.
Razor you can drain his damage, and you have Stampede, and you have a lot of spells that can break refraction if his BKB runs out in the late game. Like maybe 5 seconds BKB will be really bad against the LGD lineup.
Yeah. That's where Mu, when he gets ganked, is probably just like, okay, I'll keep my long BKBs maybe for later down the track. But Mu's going. This is like the classic Mu build. I've seen him do this build almost every game on TA. Phase, drums, BKB,
Yasha.
Yasha, then Deso. It's always like this exact order as well.
I mean, I think sometimes Blink is really good for TA. Sometimes
Yeah.
if you have like a lot of supports that you can instantly nuke down with your melt.
There's 2 of them. This is 2 very squishy supports, especially the Skyrat.
Venge, I don't think I can agree Venge is squishy.
Yeah,
Venge has a
maybe
lot
not.
of armor and HP.
Yeah.
Skyrath is
true.
squishy. Yeah, Skyrath is squishy.
Skyrath is like 1 melt strike plus 1 extra right click. You probably 2-shot Skyrath.
Look at the skill build he has opted to go for though. Sometimes I like to go for this skill build, but I rarely see people do it. Oh, here's a swap.
Insta swap. Nicely played there. Actually comes out of the Infest a bit later on. The Stampede's coming in as well. The TA losing a lot of damage from the Static Link. Can this Lifesteal get the kill? He will get out of there for now. The Rage is worn off. The first stun comes in. The Sunstrike as well. How? Almost brought down by the chain stuns there. In July just couldn't get in. Maybe could have kept on chasing, looking for a hoof stomp, but no casualties. A lot of ultis get used and decent amount of damage done by both sides, but everyone's still alive for the time being.
I think if you're LGD, you're happy that happened because you got initiated upon by the level.
Yeah. So the Scarith Gilbert max concussive shot. Interesting.
Yeah, cooldown, and yeah, you if you're in a situation where you can't use your arcane bolt as much as you want in the fights, I mean this build is good.
Yeah.
If you feel you can't use the arcane bolts,
No,
longer duration, slow, better cooldown.
It's definitely not really been a game where Skyrath can get anywhere close to this Newbee lineup. Lifestealer TA, just instantly melt him. Ogre with
And
a multicast, you're dead.
Yeah, everyone can literally kill you easily.
Alright. Well, that was an amazing swap from Faith. Instantly dealing with the lasso. They were ready for it. Or at least Faith was ready for that, but
Yeah,
see
I
what
think
Newbee
you
can do instead.
at this point, if you are the bad, you might actually just want to focus down on Faith every single time, or he hits the arrow on Faith.
Full staff, and Faith actually gets forced into How on the Lifestealer. Batrider goes in, throws a lasso out to get things started. That's a dead Razor, dead Centaur now as well. The chase onto the high ground. Faith will die to one more multicast and doesn't actually. Oh, there we go. 2 times multicast pops up and 3 dead.
That's like just one arrow. They didn't even. Oh, they actually have a vision of the bench walking past. That's fine.
Who was that? The Invoker 4-staffing him? Someone 4-staffed him and like right into the lifestealer. That was something Hao was pretty happy about. Arrow goes flying through. Yeah, ooh, very close.
And this looks like the game is probably going to be going to a third.
Yeah.
They're going to lose this Rex very quickly.
Buyback available on the Centaur. Could have maybe gone for that, and they're going to lose both Raxes though. And I guess Razor could not buy back. He just put his BKB, and Centaur says, well, even if I buy back, we're probably still not fighting. We're not going to get these Rax in. Newbee find the opening. It took him a while to actually get that opening, but, well, there we go. First set of Raxes down.
And Ogre has his ultimate weapon.
Oh, yeah. Well, get ready.
Yeah, I think it's a bit overpowered though, I don't know. I feel it's very strong.
It's like every time you Fire Blast, it's like a Laguna Blade that stuns.
Laguna Blade is 1000 damage. This is...
You need to get like a triple multicast.
Triple multicast doesn't do 1000
I guess it's what? Like 720-ish.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Well, it's like a Laguna Blade without Axe. What is Laguna Blade 1000 at level 3? It's less than that, isn't it?
900.
960 or something?
Yeah, something that.
It's like a low level Laguna Blade then. How about that?
Yeah, but you stun, so you're better. You actually lock someone down instead of.
It's quite a long stun too because they're more spread out now. The stun duration.
Instead of the old one, the old thing where you just like bang 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 bang, bang on top of him and he just stuns like one time, whatever.
LGD, they scout out and Rabbit off on the side here. He was maybe looking for an engagement here. He's going to turn around now, goes in, finds the Vengeful Spirit. No swap save for you, Vengeful Spirit. And just the one kill to get things started. Now Hao going to get to work on Sylar. Perhaps up, changes his mind, goes for In July. 4 stuff out of there. Sylar still very much positioned forward here. One trap to slow him down, and Sylar, he's done for. Invoker going to throw a Chaos Meteor, gets sidestepped by most of the Newbee side, and Hao still going in. He's got the Aegis in hand. We'll burn it. And Skyreth Mage dead now. Invoker immediately buys back, but it's all over for LGD. Game 2 is in the bag for Newbee. We're going to a Game 3, Winter.
It's in the bag.
Alright. Pretty straightforward stuff, I'd say. Like, just like the TA1 mid pretty handily. Lifestealer Batrider just got the games rolling.
I really didn't really expect the lanings, because this is a result of the way they lane their heroes. Like LGD knew that. You knew exactly Newbee how they're gonna lane their heroes, except for the fact that they left the lifesteal on top instead of the usual rabbit on top lane.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I was thinking they would actually anticipate the TA middle and send someone else instead of the Invoker. The Razor.
We talked about a lot of the options. Like you send Razor mid and then try lane the Centaur bottom. That could have worked a lot better. Invoker does fine against Batrider.
Yeah, that's like the most ideal laning situation for LGD.
I feel like I guess LGD just were kind of set in their mind like this is how we want to lane it, and the last big tier maybe just caught them by surprise and they didn't adjust.
Sometimes you have to, like the laning phase, even though they saw the lanes, but they still didn't wanted to change the lanes, and it ended up with Centaur. Like Centaur versus Lifesteal was a very bad lane for Centaur as well. So they had 2 bad lanes for their 1v1s. So it was the laning phase was going bad for them too.
Yeah, and in Lifesteal even ended up in the offlane against the dual lane, but he was still the top farmer. Like he was up against Centaur plus Skyreth, but he was just free farming away, it felt like. So that does it. LGD, Newbee, going to a Game 3 decider. Winner of this will go to the Grand Finals. We'll have a best of 5 up against Vici Gaming following this series. And then right now we're going to find out who's being knocked out, who's advancing in the Summit 2 China playoffs to try and qualify for our LAN Finals here in LA for over $285,000. Stick around. I'm Gods, joining me as Winter, and we're going to have Game 3, the decider, coming up soon.